What's in your head? Tell me something better left unsaid. Tell me something worth my time instead of all the usual. I'm tired of all the usual. Over and over and over again. Everyday nonsense. Everyday nonsense. Everyday nonsense. Everyday nonsense.
Hey, okie dokie, saludatics.
And welcome to the Everyday Nonsense Podcast. I am Mike Mundy here with Matt Santarpia. And we are coming to you from the land of goats. No, we're coming to you from the saloon as always. We are here to bring you a ridiculously spooky night tonight for our Spooktacular number 1. No. 2. Nope. 3. 4. No, sir. 5.
Wow.
Baby.
Keep hope alive, number 5.
Let's go. So happy to be back for another one, Matt. So happy that it worked out. It was in peril for a little while there.
We pulled it together. But let me tell you one thing, Mike, is that we are in a spooky setting.
We are?
We're watching a spooky 1970s, probably early 80s Hardy Boys mystery, which is unbelievable.
It really is very
And we're not
scary.
dressed spooky at all. I'm dressed like I'm Run DMC
He is, and he's doing a smashing job at it.
or Morty ABC or something like that. Or how about Morty XXL.
Or a watch dealer in Bensonhurst. I'm not sure.
Right. Or a guy at the local flea market trying to sell tracksuits. And you're Cornelius Vanderbilt?
No, Yukon Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius.
To a T, I gotta say.
Yeah, you got it. But we're not spooky.
We're not spooky, but
You're
you know what?
authentic. You look like you really could work in Hicks.
First of all, it's hot as hell.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm. By the way, this is the most comfortable costume I'm ever. Let's just talk about again how costumes have come such a long way from what we're watching on TV.
Oh my God!
When
it's
we
amazing.
grew up in the 80s into the 90s, costumes were ridiculous. But now, for very little money, you can get a whole getup.
The costumes are extraordinary right now. We've got a nonsensical about
I
them
might
later.
wear this in real life.
I don't want to get too far away from it.
Yeah,
No,
all right.
I can
Well,
see you
I
wearing
just
it.
want to say I could definitely the jacket.
Yeah, but we got to mention quickly that we are on YouTube. At least portions of this are on YouTube. So what's up, YouTube? Nice to see you. You can always count us when it's Spooktacular time.
Wow, yeah. Hope
Coming
you're very
back to you.
scared.
Be very, very scared because I got to tell you, this is going to make you wet your pants what we have tonight, Matt.
And you know
And
what?
it's only
We already
because there's
have
a lot of material.
Right. And at our age, that's a normal occurrence every time I laugh or cough.
Right. But we are going to have a blast tonight. We can't wait. So we've got some nonsense. It's actually wall-to-wall nonsense, Matt. And
That's how I like it.
I wanted to not really waste too much time.
I thought it was wall-to-wall shag carpeting.
I wish.
Yeah.
I
You want to
wish.
jump right into it.
Maybe that's an upgrade the saloon needs for sure.
Well, you have kind of a... Well,
It's not shag, it's a
not
Berber.
shag, right?
Come on now.
Mike knows his carpet.
But I wanted to kick it off. I don't know if I even told you this. So I went to see The Evil Dead, the musical.
Oh, where was that?
At midnight with 2 of my kids.
Wow, where?
It's Cultural Arts Playhouse, the
Oh,
Merrick
the
one.
Cap.
Right, Cap Center in Merrick.
Yes.
My son does shows for there at Syosset. So, you know what? That's a great celebrate
was
local
it?
because it's a great thing. They do
the-
shows
the-
with kids
the
of all
high-quality
ages,
shows, yeah.
adults, good stuff.
This is like big time.
And
They're very good.
Evil Dead was outrageous.
Really?
You would have absolutely loved it.
I never
It's
heard of
hilarious. It's a total comedy. It's a spoof on horror movies,
Right,
but
which
it's
is
based
very
on the
funny.
Evil Dead story
You
loosely.
know, I've
You know, the book?
never seen that.
You've never seen Evil Dead?
No.
No, but the musical is hilarious, absolutely hilarious, and they did such a bang-up job Every damn person in this cast.
Wow.
It was so good. They have a splatter zone for
I
blood.
love it.
Right? They have
It's
ponchos
like an
on your
Alice
seat,
Cooper concert.
and they're shooting blood out of water guns
I
when
love
they're
it.
cutting people's legs off.
Oh, they don't get blood in the audience, though,
I'll tell
do
you,
they?
it was.
'Cause
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you have blood on you?
But you buy a ticket in the splatter zone or not.
Oh,
if you're in the
God.
splatter
See,
zone,
that reminds me of Gallagher.
get splattered.
You know the guy who smashed the watermelon?
Yeah.
I like being involved to a point.
Yeah, but I don't need.
You know,
fruit
that's
on
why
me.
I avoided cats all these years. I don't want to go on stage and be a cat after I just had dinner watching a show.
Well, let's be honest, too. What's a poncho gonna do?
No, it's just, I guess
You
it's
know,
the
unless
idea.
it's
Some
like a
people like
turtleneck
to
poncho.
get a splatter on them.
Yeah, no, people were digging it.
Yeah, well,
They were
that's very
digging it.
cool.
Yeah, so that was a really good time. It was a great way to
Wow.
kick off the
Yeah,
Halloween.
that's a great
so
Halloween
a spooky
spirit.
season, as it's called.
Yeah.
So let's see what we've got next here.
Mike has really stepped it up now because he's using everything now. For years, we had paper, which is, I print things on paper, too, to read them still, believe it or not. I like the idea of touching paper, but now we've got everything automated, so you've got your agenda and the show rundown on a screen.
And I'll tell you what.
It's like with the Tonight Show of 2023 here.
And I'll tell you what, it's probably going to be much more difficult
Like
for
we
me to
went
go
from cue
seamlessly
cards
this way.
to teleprompters.
Pretty much.
Right? Yeah, like we
Pretty
had...
much. I don't know why you keep saying we.
We took
You
it
just
to a
sit there and
different
react.
level. It's like I'm at work. We really accomplished something great.
All right, let's get right into this. Let's go right into, and we've got the whole thing mixed up. I'll throw in a nonsensical.
Oh,
at
we're
you. I'll
mixed
throw
up,
in,
all right.
Oh my God.
Just watch what you're
Buckle
throwing
up,
at me.
lunatics.
How hot are you in that outfit?
So
How
hot.
much longer are you going to
So
be?
hot.
You're already starting to, perspiration is starting to beat up.
It's so hot.
Cornelius.
Lunatics, so you know, it's 75 degrees today.
Yeah,
in New
and I'm
York
totally
on
comfortable.
October 27th.
Yeah, it's 80 degrees tomorrow.
Right. And I'm sitting down
in New
here
York.
in a hat, or what do you call it, a beanie,
Yeah.
but a good one. Like
a really thermal one.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've got a puffer coat on because
Yeah.
that's what Yukon Cornelius wears with
Right.
a belt
You've
around
got a
it.
belt.
I've got a crowbar because I didn't have
a
a pick.
backpack.
I've got a backpack. I should take that off. I don't know
Yeah,
why I'm
and
still.
I'm
Well,
just
you know why?
wearing a
Because
black-
you, YouTube.
Right.
We suffer for our art.
Why are you screaming at YouTube?
I am screaming.
It's because of you, YouTube.
It's Halloween.
Yeah, it's Halloween,
Time
YouTube.
to scare the hell out of people.
Yeah.
All right. How about this, Matt? Would you
Yes.
rather
Okay.
this versus that? Would you rather sleep in a coffin
Oh.
or sleep in a cave full of bats?
That's a good one. Perfect for Halloween, Mike. I must commend you
Thank you.
on that. That is really, really good. And I think I would have to say sleep in a coffin because I like Cadillacs and the interiors of coffins kind of look like them a little bit. I do.
So you're talking about full vampire coffin
I'm talking,
Like,
and plus, let's
with
not
the
get into how I
satin
feel about vampires.
and the pillow.
Yeah, satin and lace. I
whole
will tell
thing.
you a story. Did I
Yeah.
tell you this?
About sleeping in a coffin?
No, about at the car wash with my son a few years ago. By my house, there's a funeral parlor, like by everyone's house, and the guy was bringing the
Funeral
hearse
parlor.
in, to get the car wash. So I was
Yeah.
like, listen, the guy looked just like you would think. Short, fat, black suit, the typical, like, out of a mob movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can we look at the inside of it? And we looked at the inside of it. Let me tell you something. It was beautiful, tufted, gorgeous Cadillac.
Yeah.
But it was peaceful. It was very weird.
Did you go in and take a nap?
Yeah, no, but we
Then the
looked
guy
in.
slammed
I
the
didn't want to
door
go.
on
I didn't
you?
want to like there wasn't a casket in there, but you looked in. I'm telling you, very peaceful. So probably a coffin, but it would be freaky. I would be freaked out by it. But
What if we change it to a no frills coffin?
yeah, no,
Like just
no, it'd have to be
just
a nice
wood
coffin.
planks made out of pallets, like people
That's
do for
scary
their
too.
DIY
Yeah.
decorations.
That's scary.
How about that?
Yeah,
Sleep in that?
but I think a cave full of bats is not a way to go.
Believe it or not, I think I want the coffin made out of pallets because there's some spaces.
Yeah,
in
right.
there.
There's some air.
Yeah, get a little
Right.
air
The
in
other
there.
one is like
So I'm
sealed
going
tight.
DIY
Yeah.
pallet coffin. would
Either
be my
way, very
answer.
scary.
All right, so next thing we have for you is fun Halloween facts to trick or treat your
Oh,
friends.
I like it. I like it.
Now, we're going to apologize up front, lunatics, if there is a repeat fun factor or two in here, because you do have to realize we try our best to absolutely get the premium content, brand new content every time, right? We scour the internet.
no one's gonna know if
We
it's
go
a
to the
repeat.
encyclopedias. We go use the Dewey Decimal System.
Right.
We go to
We
microfilm.
go to the microfiche.
Absolutely.
We go to the card catalog, which we
really-
do all the time.
The technology is messing
Yeah.
up. But we really do go through it.
Mike hasn't mastered this virtual, the virtual approach. It looks great.
I got it.
But I think I think you're on the ShopRite website now.
I'm on goodhousekeeping.com.
Okay.
And that's not even a lie, because that's where these facts come.
Because that's
Anyway,
what you're usually on.
if we repeat something,
Yeah.
tough
Don't
shit.
worry. You look like you're holding a bomb. Is everything all right with that
well,
thing?
there's a cord in the way.
It looks like a James. I'm nervous.
You know
that you're
why? Because
holding
the
that.
stupid stand for the
Yeah.
iPad never works.
Yeah, I don't like it. See, paper, you look a little unsteady with that.
Look, did I tell you? I don't think I told the lunatics. Lunatics, I'm only
Oh,
Yukon
God.
Cornelius tonight, by the way, because there's something that I've been wanting to be for Halloween for years.
And
I
you have the
never-
perfect look for
And
it.
I never did it. And this year I said, you know what? I'm going to dress up like a leprechaun.
Right.
But I don't just mean like the Lucky
No,
Charms
he
guy.
meant the leprechaun you'd see at the resort.
Right. Matt saw what I ordered.
Yeah, it was great.
I
In
mean,
fact, it
knickers,
looks like
high
you were
white
wearing
socks,
the whole 9 yards.
3-button suit,
Which is how you really
tails.
should dress.
Right. The big
Yeah.
hat.
And you're a
Perfect.
guy to pull off knickers.
And Amazon did it to me once again, and now it's getting delivered on Sunday.
You know what's
So
interesting
now
about
I
you?
piecemeal together
This
my Yukon
costume. Remember, you did a
Cornelius
great
costume.
job. But you know what's interesting about you? I don't think I've ever seen. This is a new
I'm
content.
going to stand up for
everyone.
YouTube.
Yeah, new content is what I've been in. We've been in a lot of productions together over the years, haven't we?
A lot.
Right, a lot of shows.
Not enough.
Mostly all the shows I've been in have been with you, right? And any costume that you go in, period costume, it looks like you've always worn that. No matter what it is. You go to every, you can go into costumes like, yeah, I could see him in 1800 and that.
I'm like
yeah, I
a
could see him in
chameleon.
pantaloons. You know what I mean? I could see him in a long coat. Like,
No.
you have
Not when I was
that's good. That's a valuable commodity because it doesn't work for me.
Not when I was Fietka.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. The Russian
Russian?
pants
You
and
look
the satin
Russian?
shirt. No,
Oh, come on.
Come
You wore
on.
that anyway.
But you
On
could
a Friday
see me.
night, you were in Russian pants.
I lost the link.
Yeah, great. Here we go.
All right.
This is hysterical. And you're supposed to be the tech guy.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Crazy
I
Halloween
said right into
tidbits.
nonsense, and you've gotten nothing but nonsense.
Right, here we go.
All right. So it's more than 2,000 years old. We've done that one, I know.
Yeah.
Trick-or-treating has existed since medieval times. Taking candy from strangers on one night a year and one night only isn't a new or uniquely American tradition. Back then, it was known as guising.
Guising.
In Scotland and Ireland. Young people dressed up in costumes and went door to door looking for food or money in exchange for performing songs, poems, or other tricks.
Wow, that's
Today it has
now.
morphed into children getting dressed up and asking for candy. You know, I've preached about this for many years. I feel like there needs to be a little more effort on the trick or treat.
Yeah, but you're segueing away. You still have a young.
Listen,
child.
man, we are now in. We sit in the driveway and drink beers. Age.
Right.
My
We're
youngest
totally
will be out with his friends in the neighborhood.
We're out of it, like almost totally.
This is the
now.
first year
Yeah.
that he'll go around. He's
Yeah, well, we
You know
have
what, I'll
we
reveal.
have nieces and nephews that are still very young, so we're going to try to go with them, or at least my wife is.
so Brandon is 10, right?
I'll be watching the Golden Girls.
Yeah,
mostly.
right.
I'm trying to get out of it.
He's a very confident kid.
Who?
Brandon.
Yes, all your kids.
Want to
are
guess what he's being for Halloween?
Oh no, tell me.
Barbie.
Oh my God, he's really good.
And one of his friends is going to be Ken.
I think it's a great idea.
I tell you,
he's
gonna
got a
look
lot
great.
more guts than we do.
Oh,
Let me tell you
absolutely.
something.
No
a lot more
way
guts
you
than
can
we
get me to do that.
Although I did dress like my mother in senior year for that freshman orientation, which basically was like Mrs. Roper. So you know what? I admire him even more. I
went to the
went
5
out
and 10
there
and picked up a
yeah,
fresh
right.
pink
Remember the
moo-moo?
moo and
Yep,
everything?
yep.
Yeah, those were the days. 11th grade, maybe.
Let's see.
Because you were with us.
Sugar rationing during World War II caused trick-or-treating.
Wow.
Because of the shortage of the sweet stuff, trick-or-treating wasn't as big of a thing during World War II.
Can you imagine?
This mustache is in my peripheral.
Yeah, could you imagine? It looks great, by the way. Could you imagine if we did that today? If we said there's an emergency, there's no sweet and low, people would be up in arms.
Well, that's what happened with the...
with up in arms. Doesn't matter what. We can't go without. I'm one of them. I can't go without anything. I watch the news. I'm a horrible situation, and then I'm like, "There's no stirrers. How am I gonna live in this house with not a stirrer or a spoon?" You know, we're so spoiled.
Do I need to bring up the Ritz Bits problem again?
Well-
Remember that shortage?
You better not
There was
be no
chaos
Ritz
in the
bits.
streets.
Yeah, there should be, by the way.
And banana bread.
yeah, right.
That's a throwback to an older
Right.
episode.
What happens if there was no bread? Yeah.
Halloween is the second largest commercial holiday.
Yeah, it's very big.
Yeah.
Very big. I will tell you, in Party City, where I went today, in good old Jericho, New York, I will tell you, there was a line out the door.
Yeah.
They
for
moved
sure.
it fast, but I was online
Oh,
for
forget it,
you know,
man.
But it's fast. I was like, oh my God, the line.
I
But,
was
you know,
thinking
they
go
have
to
like
Spirit.
10.
All right, come on.
You know, they have 10 people doing cash register. You know.
What state do you think produces up to 5 times more pumpkins than any other state?
I know.
And you
this.
just read it.
No,
I saw your
is
eyes.
It New Jersey?
No, it's Illinois.
Oh, I thought it was New Jersey. Because, you know, New Jersey has a lot of pumpkins.
Do they?
Yeah, in Connecticut,
Well,
we're
Connecticut
in
I can
pumpkin
see,
land.
but Illinois seems the place.
Illinois, look at that.
Illinois.
French. Oui, oui, monsieur.
Monster Mash once reigned
The
supreme on the
Monster
Billboard
Mash.
charts. Really such a... The only...
It was a graveyard. Yeah, it's the
What
only
do you
like
got,
really
Thriller?
Halloween song.
And Thriller isn't even
Thriller's
about
not even a Halloween toy, but they
It's a
threw, you know what
spooky-
they did? They threw Vincent Price in there.
for sure.
That was good.
All
You
time
don't get
great.
that anymore.
No.
No.
Well, he's dead.
You don't get anything like that anymore.
Let's see. You can even visit a pumpkin patch in Hawaii.
Hawaii.
That doesn't
Very
shock
nice.
me.
Oh my God, they have pumpkins in
Yeah,
Hawaii.
oh my God, amazing.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. Princesses and superheroes are the most popular kids' costumes.
Yeah, but that you could see that.
Nobody cares. City in Canada banned teens over 16 from trick-or-treating.
Really?
And fined them $200 if they were caught.
Wow.
Are you kidding
No,
me?
I work for a Canadian company, so I'm in Canada all the time. And let me tell you, I don't see anything like that.
Well, don't let your son go trick-or-treating there.
It's free and breezy.
$200 a pop. I wonder if it should be $200 for every candy they collect.
You know, Mike, I'm also, I'm getting very nostalgic as usual, but I'm also saying, like, I've done something before. I'm in Canada now more than I've ever been before, almost every month, right?
Sure.
And I do enjoy it. I'm in Toronto area, etc., and other areas too. And I'll tell you, I think you'd like Canada too. You could fit in very well in Canada.
Oh, yeah, I could see
No,
myself
I'm
liking
not
Canada.
joking.
I don't know.
I could just. Most people in Canada look just like you.
Well, that's nice.
The
to hear.
lion's share of the people.
I'm all over
I'm
the
telling
place.
you, you're all over the place.
Well, not tonight.
Maybe because
Maybe tonight.
It's rural,
Right? How I'm
right?
dressed tonight is
Yeah,
high.
they've got a lot of mountains and
I could
fisheries.
just be real life Yukon Cornelius.
Yeah, you could, but maybe because it's his outfit.
In
I'm thinking
Canada,
like you're
that's
like
right.
you're like a Canadian Mountie right now. Yeah,
Go
that's
find
true.
a Yeti, Mike.
Right? Yeah.
Anyway, don't go to Canada to trick or treat if you're over 16.
Yeah, I have to
Come
find
on.
out where that is.
I don't care if they come and take some candy.
I don't want to
Who
give
cares?
anyone candy.
Oh, stop.
No, I'm kidding. I love it.
Some
I love it.
Shelters used to suspend black cat adoptions for Halloween.
Really?
They feared that the animals were in danger from satanic
Yeah,
cults.
I believe
and
it.
wanted them for nefarious purposes. in
Dracula.
The days leading up to Halloween. And restaurants.
Yeah.
Let's see. Keene, New Hampshire holds the record for the most jack-o'-lanterns on display. You want to guess how many?
I'm going to say 25,000.
Ooh, very close. 30,000.
Wow, I was quite a lot.
581.
Well, you know what we usually do, Mike, and we haven't done it this year. I don't know if we're going to do it now. I don't think we are because Halloween is like in 2 days. So I think the ship is sailed. But we used to always go to Sleepy Hollow,
Yeah.
have dinner and everything.
So lunatics that have heard the other 4 spooktaculars, I'm
Yeah.
going to give Matt his traditional 1 minute now to
Right.
tell the story of Sleepy Hollow and how the headless horseman winked at him.
Oh, right.
And then you'll hear the story about
I forgot
taking
about
his
that.
son to the
You know what I was?
haunted house.
You know what I was
You
thinking
go. You
now?
have
It's
20
Sleepy
seconds.
Hollow.
I'm not responding.
It
Just
shows
talk.
you how we're getting older now. I'm thinking Sleepy Hollow, like every time we go there, we have to wait so long for the restaurant because it's like the only day of the year the restaurant is packed. It's like pumpkins and stuff all over, and you have to wait till 11:30 to get a table. That's what I was thinking. Isn't that terrible?
Just tell me when you're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh,
I'm
all right,
ready.
good.
I'm ready. That
All
was
right.
good. Those were great, anecdotes, Mike. And you're back to our agenda.
Back to the agenda. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. I told you this is boom, boom, boom,
This
boom,
is
boom.
so funny.
Here's another this versus that.
Oh, you ready?
Would you rather, Matthew J.,
Oh, I love these questions, by the way.
find out your house is haunted
Which it is.
or find out that you are actually a ghost?
I feel like a ghost.
I'd like
so
to be. If I found out I was a
I-
ghost, I'd be totally fine with
I
it.
always have.
I mean, think about how there's no more consequences for
Yeah.
anything.
I
just
think-
keep living my life like I'm living it, but if I'm already a
I
ghost,
think I'm probably a ghost.
right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Aren't we all, though? Ooh. But really, I mean, how do we know?
So Halloween-y.
How do we... How do we know? How do we know we're not ghosts, Mike?
We don't. That's the question.
All right, we're looking to
And I
your
think
magic
everybody's
pad.
house is haunted. So
My house is haunted. And we know yours was because you found that Indian head under your pool.
you know what I've been watching?
Right?
You know what I've been watching? The Haunting on some hill.
Oh,
not-
and
There's 2 of them.
haunting on. What is it? Oh,
Not. It's the house.
the house on
there's-
Haunted Hill.
Not haunt. No.
Oh.
The house on something hill.
Right.
I have to look it up because it doesn't matter. Like I've been watching.
Right.
Whatever, man. It's not new.
What
because
is it?
nothing I watch is new. It's like a drama, but it's a haunting.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's like this lady becomes an au pair, but she lives in this mansion with the kids that
All
are
right. Is
psychos.
it funny?
and
Or?
no, it's not funny. It's it has its moments, I guess. Hold on, say something spooky while I look this up.
Ooh.
Tell them about our link tree.
Oh, yeah. You can go to link.tree/MikeandMatt for all of our goodies. And you know what I like about that, Mike? What I call it, and this is good for Halloween, I call it one-stop shopping. You
It
know
really
what that
is.
means, Mike?
It really is.
Or Cornelius.
I say Bumbles bounce.
Exactly.
I'm still waiting for you to pump out a little walk this way.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Got to be something.
Isn't that terrible?
So what? So you would just wish you were a ghost, like you
I think I would probably be a ghost.
I agree.
Yeah.
We all
what was the other
Beetlejuice.
alternative?
Your house
Coffin
is
with a
haunted.
bat.
Yeah.
And we all say our houses are haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah. You haven't met my kids lately.
Okay. Here's a nonsensical.
Yes.
Is it? Is it a nonsensical? You see how we just even.
I like. Must tell
No
you, I
lead in,
love
no
the
nothing.
rapid fire of this show.
I
it
figured
just shows
you would.
you how nimble we are as a podcast.
I figured you would.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it. Rapid fire, baby.
You're familiar with Trunk or Treat?
Yeah. Oh my, we're doing one tomorrow at the Hicksville Public Library, where my sister-in-law is a librarian, and it's a big thing. She's taken this library from they didn't do a lot to all these cool things now. So we have to go tomorrow. So maybe I'll go dressed like this.
So what is your take on Trunk or Treat?
I don't like anything about it.
Right.
No, I don't want to. Well, first of all, we would have to be in a war zone to use my car for a trunk or treat.
Yeah.
So that's the first
Go to
thing.
the Cadillac.
I mean, I don't even like anyone in my car.
You should just
fill
fill
yeah,
them
I really
up
don't.
with those gold chocolate coins. Just fill up your whole trunk with them,
I'm just
like
not,
a pirate
yeah, I'm
in a
just
Cadillac.
not, I'm so particular now. It's hysterical.
Are you going to be selling watches at the Trunk or Treat?
Right, and I'll be dressed like this selling watches and
Yeah, it's
gold
a
chains.
Smolex.
Yes. Yeah. Who would pay money for a Rolex when you got a Smolex?
Come on, kid, $300.
Yeah, right.
It's yours.
Right. You'll be the belle of the ball.
Happy Halloween, see?
But we're going to probably use my wife's car, but she's got a whole theme. We're all going to get dressed. So it's, what are you going to do? You got to do it.
I don't know how I feel. I've never been to one.
Oh, I'm shocked.
I've
You're like
never been to
Mr. Neighborhood Party over here.
No, I've never had the opportunity.
Wow,
really.
we did it for the Boy Scouts a lot. It was big when Luke was a Cub Scout.
I guess like it's cool you decorate your trunk,
I
but it's
guess
like
your car would be cool. You do a whole scene.
So-
People do whole scenes.
I know, so I'm not sure if it's nonsensical or not.
Like
because
guys
it's
like
new.
you do a whole they have a statue in the
What
back
is
of their
everything
car.
Guys like me.
Because
What are you doing?
Guys who can do things.
What are you talking
you
about?
have a giant Suburban that you can open the back up. It's like a stage.
I could have a crawling haunted house.
Right? You empty that out. You have a stage area.
Corn maze in here,
You've
kids.
got deep, pockets. You can fly things in, you know?
I'm gonna go home with
Yeah.
like 3 2-year-olds by accident because they're still in the car.
So it's
Couldn't
like
find
a whole,
them.
you could do a whole scene, but that's what they do. They do pumpkins, they do light up things, and today, so I don't know. Try it, Mike.
No, I just
You
didn't
might
know.
like
I
it.
didn't know. I think in some occasions I think they're just fine, but I think the thing that strikes me funny is that between that and the booing, which we still get, it's the amount of candy that you get before Halloween is insane. Like if you just get the candy on Halloween, that's more than enough, and you feed a whole battalion when you send the
I know,
leftovers.
It's quite a bit.
And now you're getting even more of it. It's crazy.
Right. It's a lot of swapping of candy. Not good if you have a type 1 diabetic child.
Right.
I do. Yeah,
right,
it's true.
Right. But I would bet
Not
that
great.
I would bet that at the Trunks of Treats there's a good deal of red Solo cups and hanging out.
Oh,
right?
yeah. It's like anything else.
just like a
I mean,
party,
from what
like,
I've
hanging
seen.
out,
I haven't done many, but.
Like when you get hungry, you run over to the Mazda.
You're right. Yeah, right.
What do you got?
But people do get into it.
Do people like barbecue and stuff with them?
Well, it's not like that. What is this? A Jimmy
I don't
Buffett
know.
concert?
I think
Rest
so.
in peace.
I think that's what we should turn this into.
I guess. I mean, I don't know if you're turning it into a Dave Matthews
You think it's a
concert.
bad idea to do a drink and treat in a parking lot somewhere?
Yeah, like every car is a bar scene.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant.
It's like Mo on a bar, or
Right.
it's like Cheers. You could do classic bar scenes.
And everybody can just drive themselves home. No problem.
Yeah.
The Haunting of Bly Man.
Wow. Oh, that's it.
The Haunting of Bly Man.
Bly Manor.
I recommend it. It's suspenseful.
All right. I can't get too scared. That's the problem.
Yeah, but it's not gory.
All right. Yeah, I don't like gory.
No, you like suspense.
Yeah, I like suspense. I do.
Your whole life is a suspense.
Yeah, my whole life is suspenseful.
All right, let's do this, and then we'll take a short little break. How about that?
Sounds good, and then
All
we'll
right.
wrap it up.
No, then we'll come back with the second half.
And then that's it.
I got to air some grievances on this Halloween, Matt. I feel like you don't appreciate the amount of work I put in.
I appreciate it.
Every time you show up, you're like, "How about we do one thing and you save it for next week, baby?" That's what the people want.
we put so much into it. I like to spread it out.
An hour ago, you said, "I don't care if we're here all night. It's Friday." Remember that?
All right, let's move it along. That wasn't in the script. Come on now.
That wasn't.
You're wasting time with all this back
How's
and
it
forth.
feel?
Get back to your iPad.
Oh, I love you, brother. All
Oh, I
Here
bet.
we go. The most popular
oh, God, here we
candy
go.
the year you were born.
Oh, in
And this is
1974.
to everyone. Right.
What do you mean? This is to everyone.
In 1918.
No.
No, I mean, it's going back a ways. So it's not just like we're doing my year and your year.
I thought it was just 1974.
Matt's like, just 2 years, baby. Let's go.
Right. 2 years, that's it.
We hear the Jolly Rancher in the
we're
Milky
doing
Way. Get out of here.
We're doing every year.
Not
I think that's a little much.
We're not doing
All
every
right.
year.
Why don't we just do the 70s?
All right, 200 BC.
Yeah. This is what I'm afraid of.
Rock candy.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
1905.
All right, we'll start with 1961.
Honeysuckle rose candy.
You know what? A lot of these are going to surprise you.
Yeah, because they've been around longer than we think.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Swedish Fish, 1961.
Wow.
Now and Later's in 62. Sweet Tots, 63. What's the matter?
You're not going through from the 60s to present, are you?
No.
All right. I'm just
Listen.
making sure.
Listen,
1962.
it's jumping like 5
All right,
years.
okay, all right, okay.
Now we're
very
already
good.
at 69.
All
We
right.
could have been at 83.
Hey-o.
And you're the one that's slowing us down now.
Okay.
Fruit Stripes Gum in 1969. That's it. I'm going to go slower.
All right, that's I know. You're going to slow motion.
Laffy Taffy,
Oh, I don't like Laffy
71.
Taffy. We can't do this.
You can. Blow Pops, 1973. Did you know they've been around since 73?
No.
I'll fast forward. Twix, 79.
We can't do this.
Why? This is the
It's
best.
too funny.
Yeah, it's too funny. Who ever heard
It
that
is.
before?
Oh,
We
I'm
can't do
laughing.
something because it's
All
too
right.
funny. All right, 1982.
Got it.
Reese's Pieces.
I
come?
can see that.
How come?
That's my favorite.
That's when E.T.
That
came
is
out.
my favorite.
That's when A.T. came out.
E.T.
E.T. A.T. All right. Nerds in 83.
Oh, wow.
Skittles in 84.
Very popular still.
Sour Patch Kids. All the way back in the mid 80s. Can you believe
Wow. You were
Uh,
just eating them when I...
it? Celia's Cherries. Celia's Cherries. You heard it right, folks. 1986.
Oh, my God.
Peanut Butter Cups in 91. See, I'm moving.
Yeah, you go quick.
Warheads. Oh, remember Warheads?
Yeah, I do remember.
Oh,
Those
my
bring me
God.
back. What year was that?
93. Yeah, that's what we were popping
Yeah.
them in high school like they were
Those
cocaine.
those were rough.
Sniffing Warhead powder.
Yeah, those were rough.
They
They
were
even
rough.
make them anymore.
Starburst Jelly Beans. Jolly Ranchers in 96. Baby Bottle Pop. I never heard of Baby Bottle Pop before
Never
my
heard
kids.
of it. Yeah, I hate that stuff. Ugh.
Twizzlers, M&M's. Honestly, old candy, M&M's again, Snickers, Butterfinger, the classics.
Right, my favorite.
Anyway, there
Very
was some
good.
unexpected laughs going
That
on
was
there.
good. We were laughing a lot.
I think the outtakes of you.
Yeah, very
took
funny.
longer
I
than the
never
actual bit.
laugh, but it's very funny. You make me laugh. That was good. That was good.
Salunatics, it's been so much fun. Not as quite as spooky as the
No,
past
very
one,
spooky.
but we've got a spooky one coming up next.
Yeah, we're
Absolutely. Every costume since 1934.
famous costumes.
We'll be right back.
1939, FDR.